Okay, hi everyone. So today the part of Amy DeLine is being played by Carol Warren, and we're going to join in with Lisa and Carly as well too. So Amy was not able to get an internet connection this morning, so she promises all the handouts and everything that she has for today's meeting. She's going to post to our Facebook group page later because she's got some great handouts as well. But we just kind of wanted to make it a little bit of an open forum and do some sales tips and tricks this morning for the boot camp. So I'll give a little history about me right now. I started Avon 4 years ago. It was a very, very cold thing, not a cold thing, but it was a very like last minute decision. I said, oh, you know what? I'm going to just start, have my daughter hand out some books like a paper route and just let her collect some like fun allowance money. Quickly did I learn how much more there was to this. And we walked around. She was probably my greatest helper. I know Carly has a little son too. How old is he? 6?
5 and 1.
Oh, that's right. So you have great little helpers. So I had gotten my daughter a pin similar to like this, but hers didn't say Avon man, but she walked around like, junior Avon lady in training. And actually I have it right here. And she walked around. I'll have to show you the pin. Can you see it? Avon lady in training? So she would walk around and get these, with books and everything. And we would go to doctor's offices and anywhere that we went, parks or anything, and she'd have her little button on, and she has built up so many customers for me alone. The one thing I started with, because I did not know anybody when I came in here as far as Avon customers, I really didn't know much about Avon either. I put little take me home stickers on my book and would ask the receptionist when I'd go into a lobby, is it okay if I bring in some books and leave a couple and I'll come back every couple of weeks. And I'd give them something simple, like a small hand cream like this, just as a thank you, and then let them try it. And then when I come back, if I'd have other sample packs, I'd bring them back for them as well too. But those little take me home stickers were like a huge success for me. And I actually have them as a PDF, and they're on Amy's page, but I'll repost them again later. And they were excellent for me. So, just walking up and approaching people, that was always a hard thing for me to do at first too. I'm a chatty one, but when I feel like I don't want to be pushy with someone, those little stickers were absolutely phenomenal. And I think just going around and making it part of my everyday life. Carly can tell you, how long have you been with Avon now?
It'll be a year on the 1st of July.
And you worked for Avon before that, right?
Yeah. As a representative, it's a hard question. Every time somebody asks me that, I'm like, well, what do you mean? So I was a rep from 2009 to 2013. And then I worked as a district manager, a multi-district manager, and then I was a manager virtually from home. And I got to do like Hawaii and everything. I know that was cool. That taught me a lot. It was a 6-hour time difference, and you can really build a strong business virtually. You really can. And then I worked in our New York office for a while, like as a liaison between the field and the office, like doing programming and trainings and different things, anything. And then in July of last year, I decided, when I had my other son, they had talked about giving me a territory that went all the way up to Canada, and I knew what that meant. And I was like, I just don't want to leave them. I don't want to travel like that anymore. And I mean, I've got the best training, so I can do this. And I just said, I'm doing it. And I did it. And
you're such an inspiration. I watched your video that you did with Avon the other day with Amy. And when we were on the cruise, because Carly was on the cruise also, I had the pleasure of having dinner one night with Craig Cushman, who could not talk higher. And then you and Amy were like his glowing recommendation.
Really?
I was smitten with the both of you. And, it just made me feel like when I first met Amy, I knew nothing coming into this business. And, her excitement and enthusiasm is infectious. And you're the same way. And, it's so funny. Everybody that meets you knows you, because you just give off, you advertise your product so perfectly and all that as well too. And I'm doing this 4 years now. I learn a lot from you. I learn a lot from everybody.
Thank you.
It's amazing to see, what you've done, in such, a short time coming back in the year. I mean, you were on the cruise and everything this year, and we have a lot further to go. And I think putting this sales boot camp together has been phenomenal. Right now, it's a hard time of year, it's summer. But, you know, I take my samples and I should show you guys my sample box if it's here. Let me see. It is. It's right behind me.
I'd love to see it.
I found this thing. Look at this. This is my sample carrier.
Stop it. Where'd you get that?
I got from Michael's. And I'll show you. It's phenomenal. And you can get it with like, I'm going to open it up a little bit. It's on my desk, but let me open it. So the top opens up. I put my bigger products in here, like all the, you know, the Skin So Soft cards and all that, like these. And you always look for them with the 50% off coupons at Michael's. Michael's always has them. You know, and they're just in their organizer section. So that part goes in there, but the nicer part too. And I can carry this with me when I go places. Because I can, and this has little inserts that come out. I have all my lipsticks in there and all my little foundations. It's the best thing. All my perfume samples as well.
I love that.
I have them sorted, you know, by the men's and the women's, and so it's easy for me to come in here, and then each of them slides out. So the third one's the same size, but this is like, I love this case.
That's awesome.
And I love that it was in pink and black for Avon. They have them in different colors as well too, but it's nice. It's just called the Creative Options, but I'll post a link to it later too. But this, I love going around with this sample box. You know, it's a great way to have it in your car. I don't leave samples in my car because I live in Florida, so the heat could be a little too much. I can easily grab that if I know that I'm going, especially when I'm going to the assisted living facilities. I love to go in there, sit down, chat with them. I usually go in during their lunch break because they have a huge dining room. So it's become like my little clique to go in there, but I'll sit down, I bring that sample box, and they'll all get to try some things, the Skin So Soft, the perfumes. The other great thing that I have in there too is the Bug Guard packets. Lisa, do you use the Bug Guard packets as samples?
You guys can hear me?
Yeah, hi, Melissa.
Hey,
Melissa,
I
we're here
wasn't too sure.
with Carly.
How are you?
She's checking in from her mother-in-law's hospital room, so she's joining.
Yeah.
Melissa, I want to say thank you so much for connecting with Deanna and inviting her to your sales meeting. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem, not a
I
problem.
love that, and I won't forget that. I'll take care of you too.
Oh, thank you.
I posted the same thing for my group that Melissa did too, because I invited my people as well too.
I love it.
And it's, yeah, Melissa's on her way to being my next bronze ambassador. Oh, bronze leader. We're going for bronze leader. So I wanted to show you real quick. These are the sample packs. Do you use these, Lisa?
I'm only 2 campaigns in, so I haven't.
Perfect.
I've got a whole bunch of samples that I just received, and I was just trying to figure out how I'm going to organize them. Actually.
Oh, now you have the caboodle idea.
Yeah, that's awesome.
These Amy had gotten me into. These are our Skin So Soft towelettes. So I love to put these in like the orders with packets, but what I also do is I make sure my label is on the back of them. Because somebody takes, or if I'm going, I live 6 miles from the beach. So if I'm at the beach, I bring these with me. Somebody's like, yeah, all the bugs are out here. Oh, the no-see-ums because we live in Florida. Here, have one. Listen, when you're ready to order more, my contact information is right on the back of the packet.
That's like how I have it.
And you'll notice the other day I did a Facebook Live from the beach. You know, like, and I'm like, I can go there. I do. See, Melissa, I have that packet in there like that. And Melissa, you saw my caboodle that I showed, right? Melissa's been to my house, so I'm sure she's seen it.
Yeah.
So Melissa, can you share some of your great, because Melissa's been doing Avon now. She signed up 3 years ago?
Almost 3.
4 years in, right? It'll be 4 years in January?
No, actually it's going to be 3. 3 in January.
Is that it? Wow.
Yep.
All right. So Melissa's up to Gold Ambassador right now. She's working towards Bronze Leader. She's had, if you don't mind if I share your story, you've had a hard year.
Go for it. Go for it.
She's in the hospital right now with her mother-in-law. She's been taking care of her. She had a stroke. And your mother-in-law a couple days later ended up in ICU as well.
Yeah.
And she's home with a disabled child as well. So she quit her full-time job to do Avon full-time. But she wants to be with her family. She's looking to move. But she's just doing it. She's having a huge meeting. Well, I'm going to let them tell them about your meeting that you're having.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm having a meeting at the Miami Soul Center tomorrow at 11 o'clock. And what I did was I got my local team together, which was In total, I have about, I would say, 86, 85, but my locals will be about 60. And out of my 60, actually 31 confirmed. The rest were left messages. I tried, but who knows? And I'm hoping that even if it's 31, if 10 goes, I am going to be so excited, you know? And this is what I want. You know, I really want my team to get together, know who I am, you know, help them out, you know, do more for them. Because like I was telling you, this year has been a really, really rough year for me. A lot of things did happen since I left my job in December, and it's been nonstop. But to tell you the truth, like I told her, what's so amazing is Avon never left my side. And I mean, I haven't, maybe I slowed down in my sales. Maybe I've slowed down a lot of things because I was like a chicken with no head between my mother-in-law, my father-in-law. I did lose my grandbaby. It was a lot of stuff that was going on, plus attending my son with his surgeries and everything. But you know what? When I look back and I talk to Carol and I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, but my team is still going. You know what I mean? That didn't give up on me, and I still have to keep going no matter what. And that's what keeps me going. You know, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up.
No,
It's
you
amazing.
sound like it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Well, and that's the whole thing. That's what I love so much about. I mean, you guys know the best thing about Avon is, you know, this is your business to work the way you're able to work it. And when life, unfortunately, life happens.
Exactly.
You know, the best part is the support that we have of each other as a team.
That's the key. That's
We back
amazing
each
right
other
there.
up and do what we need to do. And, you know, it's,
Right.
if I'm out, like I was out sick, I had, you know, funeral, and really jumped in. We all do that for each other. And that's like the best thing. We've become such an Avon family. I feel like every time we go to Rep Fest, every time we go on a cruise or to Bahamas, it's like a family reunion. Carly's known that because she's been on some Avon trips. And we've all become so close. My daughter was so smitten with Carly. All I heard, I love her hair.
She was cute. And you brought her. That's another thing.
Yeah, my daughter's been on every Avon trip. She's coming to Rep Fest. She's so excited because she can see Rascal Flatts, because she went to Vegas when we had American Authors and they didn't let the kids in for American Author. So they happened to do a private concert at Disney last year, so we got her to go and see that. But that was amazing. Lisa, are you planning on Rep Fest?
Oh, wait. No, I'm not planning on it this year,
No.
but I really am planning on it for next year.
Where do you live near?
I am near Syracuse, New York.
Oh, you're near Amy.
Yep.
Oh, very nice. I'm jealous. Also, all you New Yorkers, I was talking to Julie yesterday, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to come down and surprise you, come up and surprise you guys when we get it. Just go. And I've been to the Avon corporate office because I'm on one of the advisory councils, so I got to see that. Sorry, let me just mute that. And it's absolutely amazing. Like I said, just working together too. When we get those weekend trips and all that to do, we love it. We get a lot of work done, but we get to reconnect. And I'm telling you, the first year they did conference, they had it right here in Orlando, and I wasn't going. And like 2 weeks before the conference, I got in and decided to go. So I got to meet everybody for the first time. I will tell you, it's a huge business changer. Going in, even when Avon does these local like meetings, they'll have the Drive Like a Boss workshop. I highly recommend you can attend all those. Avon University training is huge also. Have you been on there to explore it?
I have. I've done some of it already. I've done, I don't know, 3 or 4 of the badges, however they do it. So I have been on it, and it's really good. I sold Avon a long time ago, like 15 years ago, and there was nothing like this. And this has been amazing.
It really, and I've done other direct sales companies before, and what I love so much about here is the camaraderie that we have. The training that we have from Avon alone is fantastic. We have, job coaches, but we have our own team. We have our own uplines, but it's not like we just have uplines that say, okay, put your order in, I'm done talking to you. No, they're there. They want to watch you grow as much as you want. And as I said, you're in business for yourself. You're just not by yourself, because we've all just, connect to each other. We help each other on our team pages. Like Carly was saying, she's got people in Miami. When I was talking to Melissa about putting that team together, I reached out to Julie and Amy. And I said, if you have team members that have teams in Miami, let us know. Oh, sorry, I have somebody jumping up on me right now. But you'll see too, there's another one jumping around too. Oh, there she goes. But like I said, just having that all help each other has been absolutely incredible. So are there sales questions or tips, like questions that you have that, you have three people right here that can help you answer. So great questions.
Well, I can tell you my hardest part, the part that makes my palms sweat, is the follow-up. Like, I've given you a book, but do you want to order something?
No, see, here's how I do it. I never say, do you want to? I say, what can I get you?
Assume the sale.
Yep. I always start, and that is, do you want it? It's like, that gives them the opportunity to say no.
Right.
So when you say to them, and include some samples with their books too, have you had a chance to try this product? I'm just calling to follow up. Just want to let you know I am putting an order in on Tuesday. What can I get for you? And if they say, no, I'm sorry, I don't want anything this time, well, that's fine. But, I'll get you another book and let you have a book each campaign. And that's a hard thing that I think a lot of people have. Customers don't order every single campaign. And they get a little, reps get a little deterred because they think, well, they're never going to order anything. But that's okay. They need to know that your store is open and that you're there, that you're continuing to shop. Like, I may go into Target or Walmart and not buy anything, and I want to see what they have. Dorian, who's on Julie's team, had a great way of looking at this. She says, she orders maybe 100, 200 books a campaign, but the price of books that she buys is expanding her store. Like, her store is open to that many more people. That's so much cheaper than paying rent in a building to keep that stuff in inventory. So the amount, like, you may spend like $30 on books, but you're putting that entire, set of books out to all these different people. I, make sure I have at least every campaign. I do buy 100 to 200 books, but I have 75 to 80 people that are steady customers that get a book in their hand, and they don't buy every single campaign. And I love when they call and they apologize to me, like, I'm so sorry I didn't order last time, but it's okay. And I will tell them, I had a customer call yesterday and wanted to order 2 things. I knew that the previous 2 books, those things were on sale. And I will always say to my customers too, let me look backwards 2 books to see what the best sales price is, because I know I would want them to do that for me. If I can honor a price that's cheaper, and then when I told her yesterday, her one thing was on sale, it was $12, was on sale for $6.99. Well, hold on, that gives my budget more. Let me order some more things. So she added lipstick to her order. And they love that. Oh, look at your little son over there. See, I have kittens pop up and you have babies. But I have, just to give them that building that relationship with your customers, like I said, you don't have to expect them to order each campaign, especially 2 campaigns in. It's going to seem a little intimidating, but it's just being consistent and getting them to, have a book in their hand each campaign. How many books are you getting? Well, right now you're using your books that you got with your kit, right?
Sort of. I ordered more on the very first campaign. So my very first campaign, I didn't have any books at all. It just ended up that people found out I was selling and they wanted to buy things.
Okay.
So I just started looking them up on the web store to figure out what the current price was and that type of thing. And so with that one, I ordered actually 20 books. So I ended up with 30 books coming and 10 that had already been in my kit.
And that's okay. If you have books that were past that campaign, you can go backwards 2 books. So you can still never throw your books out, even with your older books. I have another great sticker that I posted before when I had older books and I would, want to hand them out. I had a sticker that said, I didn't want to waste this book. I thought you'd like to take a look. If you'd like a current book, it's free. Please don't hesitate to contact me. And I put them on my older books. So if I left them in a lobby or something somewhere, they can call me for a current book. And they could, easily put it in order or a lot of the times too, sometimes the prices are comparable, or I may say, as a new person, let me give you 10% off on your first order. I've done that as well too. But once you get a little bit more acclimated and you feel more comfortable doing that, then you can certainly go ahead and make your own sales and stuff like that too. Like if you spend $35 or you refer a friend, you get 10% off your first order. Like you can do fun things like that to promote them. A lot of people will do it for birthday clubs. They'll have, let your customers fill out a contact information card, give them their birthday, and the month of their birthday, they may get 10% off their order. Or, just fun things like that. And Julie posted yesterday on her page a great $5 coupon. So I have to look a little bit more. It was like $5 Avon dollars. And I had a friend that did that too. Like if they spent so many, I think she went to the dollar store. So she had these little dollar bills printed up, and they were good for a certain amount. Like if they spend $25, they'd get a dollar Avon dollar stapled to their invoice, so they can accumulate them and use them, you know, on future orders. So it would make them collect those as well too. So it's just going around and like just making a daily routine. I did a YouTube video, and I'll have to see if I can post it again later. I did a day in the life of the Avon lady. It was a very impromptu thing. I was in my car getting ready to do deliveries one day. I'm like, let me just record what I do in a day because I'll be out all day doing this. And I started off, you know, going to my assisted living facility, going to my customer's house, giving them their books, going through the drive up at Dunkin' Donuts, coming out with 2 orders. You know, like the ladies, I was handing her a book. I never say to them, would you like an Avon book? I say, here, I have an Avon book for you. Feel free to share this around, you know, in the back room. And the lady at the drive up, I'm not sharing this. I'm like, well, then take another one for the back room, take this one home. You know, but that's how every time I go to a drive up, every time I go to a Starbucks, to a Dunkin' Donuts, even when I go to like a restaurant and I leave a tip, I leave my little thing with samples and stuff in there as well too, in a book. So just, you know, incorporating that every day into what I'm doing. So I'll order my normal set of books. I used to do book tosses. I don't really do those as well anymore, unless I have an extended amount of books that I need to get rid of, like the older books. But I don't like to litter in people's driveways. And if you can't go in anybody's mailboxes or anything, which is, you know, you can't do that. But I'd rather know that I put a book in someone's hand. And I also like to put a Post-it note, like this size Post-it note on the front of the books. I'm pulling up my pad over here now if I can. And there's a pile of stuff on my desk. Hold on, it's buried. But I'll get a Post-it note like this size, these like 3x3 Post-its, and I'll put them on my extra books. And then that's a reminder for me to ask them for their contact information so I can follow up with them. You know, some people have done too, hey, give me your contact information if they've done events and all that. I have a raffle going on, or get a free pack of samples. When you give me your contact information, I'll send you some free samples in the mail. You know, just little things like that to expand your business. I see Tina's back with us too. But I'm sorry, go ahead. You were going to say something?
I was going to ask, when you went into the assisted living for the first time, did you clear that with the people?
I did. I always go to the front receptionist. The first assisted living facility I found was kind of by accident because I was in a imaging center. I was going for x-rays, and I had asked to leave my books in there, and I had the take me home stickers on. And this one older lady called and said to me, I stole your book out of the doctor's office. I said, did it say take me home? And she says, yeah. I'm like, that's okay. You know, and I actually made the sticker say, take me home. It's okay. Shh, put me in your purse. Nobody's looking. You know, so I made the stickers fun like that now. But she lived in an assisted living facility. That's my largest one now. I have like 25 customers in that building. But the other place I went to, I went in, introduced myself as a local Avon lady, asked if they had one, and gave her one of those little free hand lotions, brought some books, and then I did a little raffle because they had a little town hall meeting that like in a week or so, they invited me to come. So I brought a few little samples, gave out some raffle tickets, asked for some contact information, and then would put the books out. They have a break room, so I was leaving like 6 or 7 in their break room. Well, now it's because I have so many in that building now, I just put Post-it notes on the front, the same size Post-it notes, and we print on them. So I have their name and their campaign due date and what books they can still order. Because they're older, they don't get on the internet and stuff as much. And I'll show those. I can ask Amy to show the Post-it notes that I print out on the printer too. And they're real easy. I have just a paper grid, and you can line this size Post-it notes up like 6 to a sheet and put them through your printer like you would feed labels. And it's really nice when you want to put like campaign reminders, like your favorite products. Check out my favorite scents on page 25, 32. You can put little notes like that. You don't just have to put customer information on it, but you can use printing on Post-it notes for the front of your book has been phenomenal. And when school goes back to session, after the school sales go, I like to check out the back to school clearance, and I always stock up on Post-it notes. So I have like stacks of them sitting in my office right now. I actually have an organizer coming in for the office today to get more shelves put in here because it's incredible how much stuff I'm building up. My husband will tell you Avon's all over the house, but now it's Avon and craft supplies. So. Carly, do you have any good tips you want to share?
I think a lot of it's verbiage, and I need to do a post on like a blog post so that I keep it forever. But it's just like you said, it's how you ask them, how you talk to them. Don't be afraid to suggest things. Fold the pages on places that you feel that you find products that based on that customer that you think that they would like. Use them yourself. Do your testimonial. Tag people. You're great at live videos and love that you're doing that. Don't be afraid to tag people in posts. When you talk about cross-category selling, so if somebody has an eyeshadow, complete the look. So I noticed that you got the eyeshadows. Lots of times they're buy one, get one half off, or they're on sale. How about a nice mascara to go with it? They're on sale too. You can complete the look with a glimmer sticks, and then they have to take it off. How about an eye makeup remover? They have to take it off. So you just cross over into other categories. So you went from makeup to skincare. Now how about a cleanser? Because they more than likely have foundation on. Here's your cleanser. Now you need a moisturizer. You just keep like a continuation of what they've ordered. And honestly, the A box is always, if you see that somebody's if you see that somebody's at a $30 order, say, you know what, you're only $10 away from qualifying. That word qualify makes them feel like they're part of something. From qualifying for an exclusive customer bundle for only $10. So a lot of times they don't realize that A box is like $50 worth of
that A box is huge. They were only supposed to last a few campaigns, and they've extended them because they've been such a popular seller. Yep. I've done them with bigger customers and given them as gifts for my bigger customers that I have. I do orders, and they immediately ordered from them. All, like I said, with the birthday clubs and all that. The bigger customers will get one as a birthday gift or one of the beauty bundles. The beauty bundles are also phenomenal to sell as well too. But you're right, the cross-reference like that, cross-referencing and saying you're this close away from qualifying. And I love that word qualifying because it's like, if you only spend $10 more, you can get this. But no, you qualify for this, So I think that I'm writing that word down today.
Well, and too, a lot of times it's products that, the beauty of Avon is that, I told them this when we were in New York with the interns. The thing is, we're not selling furniture. We're not selling vacuum cleaners. So these are things that, they need. Everybody needs shower gel, shampoo, deodorant. You know what I mean? So they need it. Why go to the store when they get it from you, first of all, and you'll deliver it. But there are things that they're going to run out of and buy more. So every 2 weeks, instead of going to Walmart or wherever they're going,
consumable product, right?
Go to you. Yeah.
And you're right. There was a great list, and it was out a while ago. I don't know if you remember this, but
I have it. Yeah, compare and see.
Of like going to Walmart and comparing your price to their price and seeing that. And it's true. Like our products, I don't think are overly priced. I'm very excited about the lash serum that's coming out. That's coming out in campaign 18. I've actually been using it since March because when I was on the advisory council, we were sent that. And I love it. Today, now I have my glasses on, stuff. I don't have any mascara on, but I had no eyelashes, and now I actually have eyelashes. And now there's a new conditioning mascara that's coming out with that as well. And just, and having your own testimonial. I love when Amy does a video of like doing the cleansing mask or doing a mask and all that. I'm like, there's no way I'm putting my mask on my face like that. And it's just funny to see how she just does it. I have to show your son. Look at the little kitty cat.
Hi.
Oh, kitty.
Yeah, they're killing me over here. They're climbing all over the desk. But yeah, just having that and the consumable products like that is huge because I've worked for other direct sales companies. I have a cabinet filled with Pampered Chef. Once I was done having everything I needed and not having everybody put in repeat orders, that hurt. That hurt your business. But there's always, like as we were talking about the assisted living facilities, those customers care the most about their skincare. They don't want a wrinkle. I have a 95-year-old customer who wants wrinkle reducer. I'm like, you go for it. And she doesn't look 95, but she, they're so concerned about their appearance, even at, and they'll buy their mascara and their nail polishes and they'll, they love having all that stuff, even their perfumes. And I have one of my hairdresser, he actually sells Avon also. And he works in one of the nursing homes, cuts hair for the older people. Well, the nurses will buy off of him. And they make me laugh because if one nurse buys Haiku, she doesn't want the other nurses to know what she's wearing because they love it so much they want to buy it. She doesn't want anybody else wearing the same scent that she has on. So they kind of fight over who's getting their Avon books, but he doesn't care. He sells it to them anyway. But it just, like he's built that relationship with them. And I think that's what it is. They build a trust in you also. They love that personal relationship. You come in, you talk to them. A lot of customers will, I've gone in, had a cup of coffee with my customers or, met them. I've known their kids now. We've all become friends, and it's a lot of local. And I will tell you, we've been in West Melbourne here for 12 years. And I started Avon 4 years ago. I probably know more direct routes to houses in this county than my husband does. Like, how do you know how to get here? Why deliver Avon? I've gotten to know so many more people. Every time we go into a store, I run into an Avon customer. I run into, and now they've seen my daughter grow up because, she was 10, she's 15 now, starting to drive. And, pretty soon she'll be delivering her Avon order for me, God willing. Let's keep our fingers crossed on that one. But like I said, I think it's the day-to-day, daily routine of just wearing your product, sharing your product, doing your Facebook Live videos of you using your own product, giving your own personal testimonies, and just building that relationship. That's huge. Just getting to know them, because anybody can walk into Walmart or Walgreens and buy their lipstick or their mascara, but they'd rather buy from you knowing that they trust you, knowing that you can go there, help them pick out something that's better for them, recommend some products for them too. And we have a great guarantee, and they know that. I tell my customer, if they're not happy with something, do not hesitate. I don't want you to send it back. Do not hesitate. That's what we're here for. So those are some tips that I had. Does anybody else have anything they want to share? Melissa, you look kind of quiet. Putting you on the spot. Any other questions, Lisa?
Sorry. My mother-in-law's over here talking to me, and I'm trying to look to see what she's. Remember, she can't speak, so.
So, do you have anything else you'd like to share?
What I've noticed, what I've noticed is that, especially when you're talking to a customer, and the customer wants to know about, okay, she wants to join the team, and then they start talking like, let's say, how does this work? How do I make my money? And this and this and that. I know that the Kickstart is amazing and it's awesome, but what I've learned, and I used to do it before, but now I changed a little bit on it. Instead of telling them, well, if you put in a first order of 150, no, I just go straight up to them and say, what would you like to make?
That's huge. I'm glad.
What would you like to make? And that's what I tell them. And when they look at me, they're like, wow, it's like, you're not telling me how much I have to make. I'm like, no, it's not all about that. What do you want to make? And that makes a big difference.
You know what? And that's huge that you just said that, because I did not even touch on that. But, your customers are your first chance for as well, too. And I know we're really doing more of the sales boot camp, but Heidi, who's one of my leaders as well, too, kept giving me orders. I'm like, Heidi, why are you, her and I had sold Pampered Chef together. And she said to me, if I want to, quit Pampered Chef and come back and be on your team, I'm like, I don't have a team. I have an Avon team. She's like, well, drop me off some books and some samples. She had given me some orders. I'm like, Heidi, your orders are so big. Why aren't you just selling Avon instead, doing this? And now she's also a gold ambassador. She's been doing this now. She's got her own team. But even I said to her, even if you bought it for your own discount, and don't be afraid that you're going to give up a customer to replace them with a rep, because if you don't ask them, somebody else will. And they'll be like, well, she never asked me if I wanted to do it. She just wanted me as a customer. They're still going to benefit. You're going to benefit. They're going to benefit. You're giving them the same opportunity. And Lisa, going in, don't be nervous. Like if you're just starting, like I'm not ready to recruit yet or do any of that, because you have all of us to help you. You have such an extended support system out here that, like we said, you're in business for yourself. You're just not by yourself. And it's, it's an amazing opportunity, but, I always give my customers that option. Like it's even on, the back of my label that I have on the Skin So Soft says to buy or sell Avon, contact me, and don't hesitate, to do that. And like I said, I'll post some of my labels on there as well too. So you can get some ideas, like Take Me Home labels, the old brochure labels, even Avery, if you go to, is it under rewards and recognition where the Avon Advantage Partners is now, or web office? We have files set up with Avery where you can go in and customize your own labels. And maybe we'll get Amy to do a little Zoom with that later to guide us exactly how to go in and customize your own labels, because I'll have the Avon logo and a URL that they can click on that goes directly to your e-store. So it's a little bit overwhelming at first, and I will tell you, I was very intimidated when I first started until I, reached out and got more involved with like these meetings and sales meetings and anything that I can get my hands on to get that training. And it's going to become second nature before you know it. And you've done it before. It's just changed. Your whole world has changed now because 15 years ago, I will tell you, and Amy and Julie know the story. I started Avon the first time I started in Pennsylvania. I got the box in the mail. I didn't know what it was. It had purchase orders in it, carbon copies, stuff. I threw it in the garbage. I'm not doing this. I said, we didn't have the district managers. We didn't have the uplines. We didn't have leaders. And I knew nobody to help me. I lived in the middle of like Amish country, Pennsylvania. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get like the local horseman up the street to buy Avon. And I said, I have no idea how to fill all this stuff. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not doing it. And it worked out well now. So I said, every time I go on trips and everything, I'm like, I love this.
Yeah. I would love to see the list that you and Carly both were talking about, because a few of my family have said, oh, well, I could go to Walmart and get it,
I'm going to write it down. It's called personal shopper list, and I'm going to write it down.
Whatever. And I'm always like, ooh, I don't want that.
You're on. I'm going to send it to you in your messenger on Facebook. Are you on Amy's page?
I should be, yeah.
Maybe your direct upline?
I'm not exact. No, it goes Carly and then.
Okay, so Carly can send it to you too. Carly, do you have the list or?
Is it the compare and save one?
Yeah.
I don't think I have a hard on my computer anymore. I have.
I'll find it and send it to you guys.
Thank you. I have the Avonize Your Home one. But I don't have that one. And as far as like new customers go, don't be afraid to like, I always tell people you don't know them anyway. So if they don't respond to you, it's not like you've lost a great friend. You know what I mean? So like when you see somebody out in public, or if you're talking to the cashier or whatever, try Dunkin' Donuts. If you go to Dunkin' Donuts, just make yourself say something to the cashier. Just, you know what? Do you work here full time? Yes or no? And this is from a recruiting standpoint. If they say no, well, here, this is something that maybe you'd be interested in. I'm going to leave you a brochure. I'm going to take down your name and number, and I'm going to call you with some more information. They will give you their number if you say, why don't you write down your number? I'm going to take down your number and call you back, or send you a link with information about it. If you ask them and say, can I have your number? They can say no. And I don't know what it is about it, but if you just say it like that, it works. Why don't you write down?
Or if you say, let me text you my number.
Right.
The link, and then they have to give you their number. Right.
It's just different. It's just the way you say things.
I have to show you guys this real quick. Amy just popped in to say hi, but I don't know if you can see my screen. I'm trying to put it up here.
Yay! She made it.
No, she's here. She's popping in. She's having a picture. She's waving to say hi. So Amy's here in the house. Eh? She's like, I'm so lonely. But no, I think we had some great tips and all that. She's gonna post this back as well too. I'm gonna go ahead and get that file sent to both of you, and then Amy's gonna follow up and do some additional information on and slide points on her as well too. So thank you everybody for joining us this morning. We'll get Amy well too, and I'm gonna do some deliveries. So everybody have a great Avon day.
You too.
We'll talk
Bye, guys.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.